On January the 2nd, 2019, I found myself in a place no one ever imagines there'll be. My health had been declining for a number of months from the effects of a chronic illness, and I was taking what I thought was likely the final ride of my life to a hospital in critical condition. Several years ago, I was invited to a local Peterborough, Ontario musicians' breakfast, a weekly gathering of, there was 10, 20, 30 at some point, in a little restaurant called Mama's. There I met some amazing, amazing musicians. And one that stands out for this purpose, this story, is Don Skuce. He was a gentle soul. Everybody knew and loved Don. He played a lot in his younger days and owned a local guitar shop called Ed's, where apparently I hear everybody who was anybody got their first guitar. And Don was very encouraging to them all. Don and I would find a few quiet moments at these gatherings, and we'd talk intimately about our lives and our life-threatening conditions. He said he liked to seek me out, and he liked chatting with me because I didn't pull any punches, and I have a humorous yet quite realistic attitude, which he said he really needed. And Don and I laughed and cried together every Thursday morning. It was obvious that both of us were rapidly losing weight, and our dark humor begged me to ask the question a few times, so Don, who's going to die first? Well, we laughed, and I often told him, the devil doesn't want me and the Lord won't take you, so what are we going to do? And the day I planned to drive to Ottawa to see Don in the hospital, I got the news that he crossed over to the other side. I wanted to see him, and that was a tough day. Anyway, not long after, I found myself in emergency at 115 pounds, malnourished. My wife and I had said our goodbyes during the car ride that morning, and I actually said, Mary, it's been nice knowing you. I mean, think about it, what would you say? Shortly after, I was on my own deathbed. As you can see, I did make it through, and it was several weeks later, they sent me home. And it was 3 a.m. on the morning I was to leave the hospital when I sat up on the side of the bed looking out the window, and I thought about Don, and I wondered, why was I still here, and what have I learned? And I kept hearing this earworm, this tune going through my head, and it made me smile when I realized it wasn't any existing music, and I couldn't put my finger on who it was. And I thought, despite my late start, Don had always encouraged me to pursue my music. And so I buzzed my nurse and asked for a piece of paper and a pen, and the words that fit the tune in my head they just poured out of me. The devil doesn't want me, and the Lord won't take me. What's a poor soul to do? They keep throwing me back for one more time to sing the Purgatory blues. The entire song just flowed out in one shot, wrote it all down. Now, home, I held on to the music I heard in my head that night, along with the lyrics. I couldn't get it out. It just kept coming with some serious meditation and excellent health care. My condition slowly improved, and eventually I felt well enough to record some basic drum tracks, percussion tracks, shakers, tambourines, that kind of stuff, along with my crude mouth noises for the composition. Mary said, you've got to get that down. You got to lay it down somewhere. So I invited some of my favorite local musicians, along with so many, but the ones that I could hear on this piece to collaborate with me and help me pull Purgatory Blues together. To this day, my doctor tells me he's shocked that I'm still alive, and I wholeheartedly attribute it to my long-held belief in the energetic healing frequencies of sound and music. I honestly do. Thanks for your time. It's a personal piece, but it's my homage to Dawn and to every one of you fellow travelers out there. Be well, enjoy, and support live music everywhere you can, anywhere you can. It's so important for society and for people, for your soul. And support musicians by buying their music. Peace and love.